So the next question that I have for you with regard to the medical profession is, which aspects of this field would you say are really exciting?
Okay, so I could go on and on. Let me just first start broadly. What is so cool actually is that there is a specialty for everyone, should one decide to specialize. I think in med school, I didn't really realize how broad medicine is. So, for example, people that want to be surgeons, they can. People that are very good with their hands, for example, they can be surgeons. And even amongst that, there's such a variety of things that you can do in surgery. You can do minimally invasive surgery, you can do invasive surgery, you can do large procedures, you can do small procedures, depending on what you like. And then obviously with different systems in the body, I'm speaking very broadly now. Um, and then you can do medicine. What we say is it's more medical, as in it's not surgical. And then there's also very broad things there. You can, if you don't want to see patients, you can be a pathologist. You can sit in a lab, look under a microscope. If you want to see patients, but maybe not do too much clinical work, you can be a psychiatrist and speak to patients, as opposed to doing, procedures. It is really very broad. You can be a radiologist and, sit and read images. So I think what's exciting is just the variety of things that are available. You can eat, there's even, um, so sports medicine, um, and you can be on the move. And there's even types of medicine that go out into, people that save people that are, in a dangerous situation, for example, on a mountain or things like that. So it's very, very broad. You want an adrenaline rush, perhaps. But I specifically will be speaking from an internal medicine perspective now, because that's the field that I'm in and that I'm passionate about. And what is very exciting for me is, number one, the impact that you can have in people's lives, even just by educating them. Unfortunately, I think that the education of the general population of South Africa is not very educated about things when it comes to health. So even just educating them on their health conditions, chronic conditions, even like things like high blood pressure and diabetes, simple things like that. Just seeing how patients react when they finally understand their disease, that is exciting for me and fulfilling. And then the options that are out there for now specifically in internal medicine. So just in case people don't know what that is general medicine that involves bodily organs, but it's not surgical. So, for example, the brain would be neurology, the heart would be cardiology, kidneys would be nephrology. That's internal medicine specifically. What is exciting is you get to stabilize patients in an emergency setting. So, if someone's, for example, having a heart attack or having a stroke or having a just an acute event that we call that would need stabilization. I also get exposure to ICU care, which I'm very passionate about. So it's just exciting to see how you can keep someone alive on a ventilator, perform procedures, and then they get better. It's exciting the interventions that we can do for them. And what's also exciting is the new research that's coming out. So again, unfortunately, because I'm in a sector and it is not first world medicine necessarily. I do not have access to what I see, for example, outside. But even in the state sector, the new research that's coming out, for example, there's a new HIV medicine that's preventative, that's, that people can inject once every few months. That was not possible 10 to 15 years ago with the HIV epidemic. So all the new research, all the new procedures that we can do, that's very exciting. Yeah, I am speaking back quite broadly because it's so so vast.